pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Finding Shakir across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary on time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight, it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles' birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Now an end around as Cousins had just popped his forward, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Cousins. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Cousins again. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball was knocked for him, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third down, Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. To return is McKenzie. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
Now, the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To the air, Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Touchdown, Bills. Naeem Hines. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins now.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. A touchdown run for Raheem Mostert. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to finish that one off and claim victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Really nice gain of 25 yards.
We may be looking at the score. This offense certainly is, because they showed no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
is Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting run backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Allen going to keep it again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Well, they'll stop play here at least momentarily. Remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 95 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen now looks to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On the delay, here's Hines. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up.
That's expected. It's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Caught on the slant. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too when you drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
A monster game so far. Third quarter, he is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
They'll fire it deep for Rager.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cook up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The Bills ready to take over.
This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? After they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
62 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now it's Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
Shakir hauls it in.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big one.
Yeah, I know you want to keep it a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This is Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They run with Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. The lead opens up now to 22 points. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. It's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him. You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled? Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped. Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's got him in. Complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there. Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Cousins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it. 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them by the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. Cousins will try and throw. Eluding, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done. When you don't have a lot of space
for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line. Rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is, you probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now, like, congratulations. But why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. From the 31, Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know they're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first down, so they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, the win will move into 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.